That was pretty intense.
I'm telling you that before. Let me tell you guys something that you don't know. Before, when we started shooting Kaki Mbere, halfway it got hard. Pazzo, Magasco, myself, Pazzo sold a fan. If you know what it means to sell a fan back in the day.
Where were you guys residing? What town?
We're at Bastos. We're here in under Bastos Mini Pre.
Hot back then.
Yeah, in the basement.
And
everybody knows that.
The basement could probably be pretty hot sometimes.
What are you talking? We're 11 of us in the same room.
He sold the fan?
What? We're selling fans, phones, and everything to you. And that's what I'm saying. It was passion. It was love.
One of Cameroon's finest, the Queen, Gasha.
Jack, Papa, Jack.
Such a pleasure to have you on the show.
My pleasure. I've been looking forward to this for a very long time.
You haven't been. Probably not as much as I have been looking, though.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm nice.
Feel
nice.
great.
The energy is perfect. The aura, the feng shui.
I mean, I think that's typical of you, always having that hyped energy.
Yeah, I actually know.
Something that is very good to connect with.
I actually know how to go to the places where I'll connect right. So right now, I feel good. I'm at home.
Wow. Nice to have you here. Like you already know, OOze Out is literally where we ooze out.
Okay.
That's what it's about. We just, let it all out.
Yeah.
I'm a little curious, though. Who was Gasha before the fame? Because, I mean, it sounds like a random question, but I really want to know. Before all the music thing happened.
You know me, I like random questions because random questions are unpredictable and they touch the little things. And the little things matter the most to me.
Right.
Gasha before the fame was a really shy girl with big ambitions.
Okay.
To just summarize the whole thing. You understand? She took it one step at a time. Because when I was in school, nobody really knew that I was into arts, performing and all that.
Right.
I was in school. I studied, I jarred, I put my feet in the bucket, I jarred, it was like that.
Right.
Of course, I went and partied and all that, but that was just Gasha before all of that. When I decided, okay, now it's time for me to get into what I want to do. I want to be an artist. I want to make music. I became the artist. But the artist was already in the blood. It was in the DNA.
Before the entertainment industry became a thing, And when I'm talking about the entertainment industry, I mean like the urban entertainment industry because, of course, we had music going on in Cameroon. We had people who were even taking
From
Grammys.
time immemorial, yeah.
The Richard Bonas, the West
Definitely,
Madicos
yeah.
and stuff. But our
The
urban
Boluton.
industry is pretty young. It didn't start long ago. But before the existence of what is going on now on social media, you had already broken the strides, came out, 2015, 2014, you were one of the lone female artists being talked about as far as the Cameroon entertainment industry is concerned. How did you make that happen? How was that for you? Let's talk about the feeling, that transition, knowing that, okay, you're one of the people that is about to define the start of the urban industry. How was the feeling? How did you feel about that? And how was the breakthrough?
Okay, thank you very much. I like this question. I'll start from the breakthrough, and then I'll go to how I felt after I emerged. Before that, I already had a vision.
Okay.
You understand? And I could already anticipate some feelings, the achievements of the goals leading to that vision will come with. You understand?
Right.
Because I could visualize it. I could visualize this will happen now. This is what I want. This is what will happen. It like the reaction, like the love I got was, I swear, 20 times more, because the amount of love I got, I realized I was not thinking about how much love I'll get. I was more about what I wanted to do and the impact I wanted it to have on the world, because my vision was always on a very global scale.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up listening to BBC. My father banned us from some kind of ratchet music and channel. So I already had a way of looking at life and things. So I already had Grammys in my mind, Emmys, before I started.
Right.
You see now. So when I met Pazzo, it was a little bit hard in the beginning because my vision was hard to grasp. back in the day, a small girl going around talking about some kind of things, it was just like, okay, who do you think you are?
Exactly.
What's that kind of music? Okay, you want to make acoustic music? I don't know what that is.
Right.
That was a reaction I got most of the, even from like people I considered as the smartest and the you understand, and the most woke, you understand. Then I met Pazzo, and he was this chill guy, and he was just there doing his thing, and he was like, hey, you sound like Tracy Chapman. I was like, I love Tracy Chapman. And
you could feel the energy already.
That was it. You understand?
This was where to resonate.
2 years apprentiçage. I didn't just rush into the thing without making no. It was 2 years apprentiçage. I made music that I released, and UK blogs picked up, but I deleted them because I could tell I was not ready. Oh. You understand? Oh, yeah. So it's until Kaki Mbere that we released the official. You understand now?
Which was a big deal.
Exactly, and it was crazy. It went crazy in Nigeria, in Benin.
It was pretty much everywhere. I think that was like the very first thing I could identify and brag about.
I remember when myself, Magasco, Pazzo were going from cyber to cyber, sharing from computer to computer. We were just doing our thing, you understand?
Mean, it wasn't the whole social media
we're not really thinking
time.
Exactly. We're just like, okay, we have this good song. Please check it out. Check it out. Check it out. You understand? That was it.
It took people by storm, and I must say that was like, how was the feeling though? How was the feeling? You know, when that happened, again, I need you to remember that this wasn't the social media infested
Exactly.
It's not like now, like a little thing, and then there's a trend,
I know,
and everybody's having conversations about it. At this time, you were like a loner. Like there were not so many people.
At this time, the only other female artist that was actually for me that was making it happen in Cameroon was Rennie's.
Right, it was Rennie's.
You understand? She was doing gospel music. You understand? She was in the gospel sphere, and she was one of the people I really looked up to. Right. I really loved her shit. You understand? When my vision broke through, I felt validated, to be honest. You understand? Because you visualize these things, and so many people say it's crazy, and then it breaks through, and then all of Africa loves it. Right. And the most mature people, from royalty to street people, everybody is vibing with you, and they can relate, and they're finding themselves in there, and they're getting healed, and they're getting elevated. It was. That's all. I was just grateful. Satisfaction. Yeah, it was really cool.
Wow. And talking about all of this, I don't hear any place where you're making mention of money or the desire that you wanted to make money. Was it just the passion that was driving this?
You know, about the money, right? There's no way I'm the first child of my family. There were 7 of us. Okay. I'm the first grandchild. Okay. I started looking after myself very young, after my sisters very young. Okay. So I cannot really say that money is not an issue. Money is definitely an issue. I want to buy big jets. Right. The thing is, my vision is big. Right. You understand? So there's a certain kind of money that cannot really make me feel comfortable. Right. You understand? I knew that we were at the start. The response was dope. Right. It was not overwhelming. It was just dope for me at the time. You understand that? Yeah. And I knew that, okay, what I want to be at, I want my first shows to sell at 20,000. You understand? Right. I want to be booked at 20,000. So I knew that we were just starting. Right. You understand now? So yes, I would love to make money off of my gifts and make my family comfortable, make everybody I love comfortable. But it's a process. You understand that? So I knew the money will come when I get there. But it really wasn't about the money. We were artists. We're artists who had so much to express, and we just wanted to express it. We had so little, but we just wanted. We had the Pentium 3, 2 speakers, and that was it. Right. We used to export. That's what it was all about. We edited Kaki Mbere ourselves. We edited this life ourselves. We shot and edited.
You were directly involved.
Everything we did it ourselves, editing everything. We render one small thing like that for one day. It was like that. You understand now? Yes. We were on coffee and cigarettes, no food, nothing. Wow. You understand now? Yeah. So
that was intense.
It was that. If it was about the money, trust me, Oma will give up.
that was pretty intense.
I'm telling you that before. Let me tell you guys something that you don't know. Before, when we started shooting Kaki Mbere, halfway it got hard. Pazzo, Magasco, myself, Pazzo sold a fan. If you know what it means to sell a fan back in the day.
Where were you guys residing? What town?
We're at Bastos. We're here around at Bastos Mini Pre.
Back then.
Yeah, in the basement. And everybody knows that.
The basement could probably be pretty hot sometimes.
What are you talking? We're 11 of us in the same room.
He sold the fan?
What? We're selling fans, phones, and everything. So you understand what I'm saying? It was passion. It was love. You understand now? This has to happen. No after checking. It was just like that.
And I think that this is totally something that bringing the name of Pazzo coming up, because when I had Magasco on OOze out, he didn't mention Pazzo, and he did talk about the number of people that were in the house and the fact that he just felt the sense of family and stuff. And I'm thinking Pazzo probably has not had enough credit that he deserves as far as this industry is concerned.
This OOze out is chucking me at this point. You understand? Because when you say things like these are things that I've been thinking and saying and venting
like
about on my own.
He's not properly.
Pazzo, you know how I'll put it? I chose to put it this way because when I look at him, I can tell that based on his vision, he's contented.
Right.
You understand now? I know that he knows that he's worth more, but he knows that he'll get it.
Right.
And given the bottlenecks and the kind way things move around here,
right.
You understand now? No be really a cup of tea that, you understand? Right. But fact on facts, people like Pazzo, you understand no?
Right.
The people where they're supposed to, they never respect it, acknowledge it like they're supposed to.
Right.
Yeah.
So underrated.
Yep,
and I want to say that because, again, Magasco is like the only person who really believed in what I wanted to do is Pazzo, and you too. I mean, the person who accepted and stuff. And this is really what the industry is about. Now, let's fast forward to now. When this happened in 2015, I guess that, I don't know if it's only me, because I want to tell you what I felt. Yeah. When this happened, because HIV by Jovi happened, there was Stanley Enon's Hempe, but again, you remember that there were not many females until Rainis came up with Holy Water and stuff. Then you showed up. In my mind, as somebody who's just observing, I projected that come 2020, 2021, we will be a force to reckon with.
Definitely, I feel you.
That was my desire. Do you think that we are at that? Do you think that this industry has grown as fast as it should have?
Nah.
Okay, now I will agree with you. I will agree. I won't want you to hold up the. I totally agree with you that my expectations were not met.
Yeah.
But do you think that is based on, because from your narrative, the passion was channeled into the love for what you guys had. You did everything, even if it meant going on an empty stomach. You did everything that there was. You could confide people in a single family for the same mutual gain.
Yep.
Okay. Do you think that same love is in existence now? And do people have the same priority? Or maybe social media has kind of distracted people. Do you think that social media is playing a role in distracting people? People are having completely different conversations aside the art. What do you think?
What I think is this: social media is a tool. Mm-hmm. We are individuals.
Okay.
We're supposed to have a mind of our own. Mm-hmm. We're supposed to be in control of every single reflex in our bodies. Mm-hmm. And especially the things that are out of our bodies.
Right.
You understand?
Totally.
Anything that is like an outfit, a cup, social media, computer, whatever it is, you control it.
Right.
The minute it starts to control you, it's alone them.
Right.
That's all I have to say. Like, it controls the narrative, your thought process, it controls everything you do. Right. And that it just boils down to what people talk about cloud these days. It's a small way, it's a small slang.
Right.
You understand? But it's a worm in our pumpkin.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Totally. And it's eating up every value. It's eating up motivation. It's eating up passion. It's eating up patience, drive, everything. Why? Because you let it control you. You cannot let it control you. It's supposed to be a tool that you should use for power, to help people, to change the world, to expose things, to market, to make money, to make the world a better place, to entertain people, to... You know what I'm saying? But you let it distract you. Right. It's a machine.
Right.
And it's actually taken over the minds of the youth. Right. Not only in Cameroon, all over the world. And in Cameroon, these guys, they are just following anything. You understand? So it's just worse with
them.
So
Cameroonians are just followers. They don't want to lead. They don't want to create the...
Okay, yes. They are.
They're just followers.
They are.
Which is probably the difference of what is happening in the world. People
Exactly.
trying to create.
They try to compare themselves to other people. But what I always say is that please, you can refer to someone else to boost up or inspire yourself.
Positive competition.
But trust me, when you're looking at somebody else, think about their state of mind.
Exactly.
People on two different lanes.
Right.
You understand now? When you're thinking about this, they're thinking about it on a different order. It cannot go.
Exactly.
You understand me now? So that we take our own, we take it this way. Other people, they take it, they step up. But I don't know why we do that. I really don't get it.
I totally get that. And looking at it again, talking about maybe there's just so much to talk about, but I'm aware of the fact that you did mention that you guys went to cyber cafes to put this. When Kaki Mbere came out, you didn't sit on one place. You as the artist, you are not going to say, okay, let me let my manager do this. You know, and it wasn't about I'm going to put a flyer online. Okay, because I think that the marketing perspective now has really changed.
No,
did you guys go to DJs? Did you go to radio stations? Did you go to TV and stuff?
We did all of that before we got into the officially releasing singles, releasing music. We're very, very active. Like I said, I had 2 years of apprenticeship under Pazzo. I know meet Pazzo, and then we just released a song the next day and started hot. No, it was not that. There was a time of observation, practice, meditation, all that level them. You understand? No. Right. Sometimes if I be arguing, I say, no, why this slow? So then before me, I realize, no, you have to go through that before you stand there. Otherwise, when you stand there, you don't know what to do yourself. You don't know what to do, what God has given you.
Right.
So when we did all of that, we knew, okay, this was it. It was simple. We know how to make music. We have our computer. We have a genius. We have our heart. We have our soul. We get together. We'll make these songs. We'll put it on YouTube and we'll share for the world to see. That was the energy. When we made the music, we went to one cyber cafe at Bastos there. We just went up there. Yes. From computer to computer. It was just like children now. Like children going to sell. Like not really overthinking or anything. Yes.
It's not about I'm a star.
Yeah, no.
It's not that
we share for the computer because you know, say if 2 views happen for one computer and they don't go count them. So we share from computer to computer to computer to computer to computer. You understand what I mean? We'll go the next place. That very night we'll go a source. You understand? Mobile source. We'll go to our place. They already know for them. We're cool niggas. Right. People love to party with us. People love we're cool like that. You understand? We're already working with artists, Avero Jazz. All those people were a whole big clique. So we went to all the snacks. Things are coming. It was hot. People love to see us. You understand? Yes. Totally. Play the music, everything that kind. That's all man did. Any man were here to just say, "Hey, Sadwa party."
Music was about the streets.
It happened from the shoot. When we got to shoot at that field, it was at Oja. They were starting this city sick there. I don't know how far it's gone, but it was just a chantier. We went there. The chef chantier was a Cameroonian. We don't go the previous day go beg you. Say one can shoot a video for this. Say yes, no problem. We go the next day now. We go the back because that French guy, white guy, don't can do for the night. He want to impress the white guy. Yeah. He tell you say, we no fit enter. We don't hire that jeep, that Wrangler for some background for you. You understand? Because we say wait, someone go back. No, we cannot go back now. I say no. I say we'll stand for you. We'll stand. That white guy notice so there for our side. He say. No, we for that for outside. They say some picking and they want to shoot video. You know my brother they know. They don't know what so they say no nothing. They say some picking and say they want to shoot video. That white guy say, but call them now. They call we enter. They say we want to shoot video. Now we video. I stand for passing my video. We don't can arrange for you. They say we want to shoot video. They say yes, but we don't come to. They say shanty wait. That person say play the music. I play the music for that French guy. That man here Kaki Mbere so. She don't. I feel say after 2 maybe 1 minute he go say okay cool. Year until the end, she done so. He got the whole shanty. He send that man. He go call the whole shanty. Stand for this. Now hear the picking. Una artist will sing this song. He come for shoot the video. Una dinner. Una hear this song.
Wait, for real?
You understand? The man say no. He says okay. Give all man heart for yeah. Give all man heart. Shanty close. They shoot the video. This side. Yes, literally. All this side so they get to shoot this song. This one a big song. Watch them. Picking go enter. Small people go enter with big songs, so when I say no go shoot.
Wow,
the man
this
tire.
is
You understand no? Let's say we go shoot now for that shanty. Shoot, you understand?
On the whole place like it's your
shoot,
land.
let's say. I say, hey, it's my brother.
Flying me down.
Our brother they knock we say we not
Right?
shoot for this.
It's crazy though.
Now different man here, they say the man there's that big song. This one leave the picking enter shoot the song. I so shoot. Go different place. We do our best. Come on, edit time. Prepare only for studio for day. Go mad there. Oh man, she can't stand for day. Yeah. Prepare for studio. I said, oh man, she don't say what. I just look at how much says. Now I say, really, thank you. I try our best. We didn't really know.
Right.
Yeah. The next day we release and bam. I was like, okay.
And it went like wildfire.
Okay. You know.
Man, that's an awesome story. And again, this is why this show really exists, because many people don't know what happens behind the scenes. We just see the product. We're like, oh, this is nice. Let's consume and stuff. Okay, but again, here we are. This industry that we are in right now, there's a lot of retarded growth, even though we don't talk about it so much because we have misplaced priorities.
Yes.
We are too busy trying to see what other people
Worried
are
about
doing.
the wrong things.
But another setback that I've noticed, and I want to ask you in your opinion, because again, this concerns you, is do you think that our industry is sexist? Do you think that there's preferential treatment over females?
I think that the word is sexist. Everywhere you go, you find sexism. In the chief's palace, in the church, everywhere you go, political spheres, everywhere. You understand?
Are you saying that the ladies have to do more to be out there in this industry?
You know what? As a matter of fact, I know where boys have been. I know situations where men have been taken advantage of. You understand now? Mm-hmm. And for me, with my moral and Christian beliefs,
yes,
for a boy to be taken advantage of in that kind of extra way,
yeah,
it's also really, really fucked up. You understand now?
Right.
But for real, everywhere you go, women are just expected to be a sexual object.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying, right? They're just expected to be a sexual object. They're supposed to smack your ass and it's cool. We went to Premier Galilee this one time, and some guy just reached out and smacked my ass, and we're leaving. And then everybody was like, oh my God, that you overreacted. And I was like, did I overreact? Because I did not break a bottle in your face. I just left quietly. You said I overreacted. Maybe if I cut your face in two, you see the normal reaction that's supposed to come with that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just a small way to just project the general.
Right.
You understand the general outlook. You understand? They just see you as a sexual object. You're talking, people are not really looking at you. If you show up looking hot, it's just like, okay, you're looking hot so that.
Right.
Why? You understand that? But a guy can stand in front of his building with no shirt on, smoking a cigarette, and it's just fine.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah,
so
totally.
yeah.
Yeah, and that brings me to 2020, 2021. Yes. Askia worked on the back series, and I think that her intention was to incorporate other ladies or put them on the platform or stuff. And she did include you in the project, and something went south. It went totally south, and you were on social media kind of in pain, like you were pained about it clearly on your live video. You want to throw more light to what happened? Probably you have not spoken about it on any media platform before.
I've not been on any media platform. This is my exclusive Karawa that I've been planning for a long time. I've not been talking, so yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That thing was one of the biggest mistakes of my last 5 years. Because since I came back from the States, I successfully just been in my corner, observing, protecting my energy, and really watching and being very, I would say skeptical about what I put my feet into, about what I ventured into, knowing my situation, knowing what I had to lose, you understand? Knowing what I wasn't ready to do. And that was something that I took at the time that it was just 100% love, like love at its finest. Jehovah is my witness. You understand now? Is because when I got the notifications and all that, if I was to look at normal real life things, normal petty things, I had
notification to be part of the back series.
Yes, like to the tags that had been tagged on a post she made and all that. I had every reason to just not even pay any attention to it. You understand now? I had real life reasons to just snub it, like, you understand now? But I just put those things to the side and I was like, you know what? You've been in a position where you feel like you've been misunderstood and you just need people to understand you. And if you find someone else in that position and you don't relate to that for one or two petty personal reasons, it's rather hypocritical. So I was like, okay, you know what? Put your personal vendettas to the side. You understand what I'm saying? And go out and do this. This is something that doesn't happen around here. You understand? Now, talk less of a lady bringing up that kind of initiative. It's a whole other kind of energy.
Totally.
Because you know when ladies do their things, whether the guys like it or not, they'll join and they'll vibe. Yeah. And the positive energy don't go. Oh man, don't forget it will be happen.
Right.
You understand me? So the energy that way I take enter the team. But the kind disrespect and the kind,
like, you feel like there was not so much value given to the contribution that you were giving.
The kind, to say the least, for me to attach my brand to that at that point in time,
right,
was a very tricky risk.
Right,
to bear.
Right.
If you want to look at like businessman, like my PR,
Totally.
like my manager.
Totally.
If you want to look at a normal sense man, you better tell me say wait, no, myself I be no my situation I be there. You understand? Now why I be the cash buy go meet up because I believe in it, but they use and cost me. You understand me? No, I be there my house 1 year, I no step out, no man no see me, I no get no problem. I know what they work on. You understand me? No.
Totally.
So the amount of pettiness and the amount of the way they just use my brand play, use my name play, it didn't touch me. You understand? No, and I know the person where if I vent on social media and about values, principles, social things where I really care about, where I be triggered. I say this is going out of hand and they go talk.
Right.
But for me for go, you know,
you broke down,
bro.
Down.
But when I love person, I did love you. Oh.
You felt betrayed.
I did take your business, now my business.
Personally, right.
If something touch you, it touch me. People laugh me, say, oh, then when they say that, take it easy, don't open your secrets quickly. I just laugh. I say, oh, that's why people don't know. When I don't know love. When person treat you like human being, you want me to treat you like animal. When person see you, give you normal human openness, kindness, hugs, love, coming. You don't be listening to me, I be full. I be over, open up quick, I be over. You understand? I was like, all right, it's cool. I got it, but I learned my lesson and it's just like, okay.
Do you think that if there was another opportunity to get on the back series too, you would want to do it?
Are you sure you ask me that?
I mean, you don't have to answer it, but like, I mean, it's just something like you'll be like,
I'm a very spiritual person. You understand?
Yeah, you probably have to dig into it.
I'm a very spiritual person. I need to do something, just say something. I don't tell you my reason why I will get on the first one. Like because it
was just love.
You understand? No, I'll be triggered by spiritual principles and values. If I say this and this, go join, make some God's work, make it work out some way.
Right.
I go work out them.
Right.
But if I say you want to use God's name or God's talk them, God's energy, do some kind of thing. I know did it. You understand? No?
Right.
Yeah.
You again, it's important to note that despite the fact that there were so many artists emerging during your period of time, there was just one artist who, in the urban industry, who had taken an international award, and that was Stanley Eno. And then, boom, you, best female Central Africa artist. You were coming up at the time too. And I don't think that was talked about enough at the time when it happened. I don't think that it's really been talked about enough at the time when it happened. Like, this was Nigeria. You know, music was yet to really go out. The feeling in itself, like when you were nominated So when you took the award, what was the feeling?
You know, this came at a time when there was a glitch in my plan with my people I was working with. You understand?
Right.
So I'd moved to Imana. I love living in the outskirts and around the bushes here. I moved to Imana in the hills. I took one apartment that was there. I was just checking sense. And then my phone rings. I see one US number. I pick it up. Hello? Is this Gasha? Yeah, it's Gasha. It was in the morning. I was sleeping. I say, yes, okay. I just wanted to let you know that in 3 days you hear something that will change your life. I was like, who's this place?
That's how the call went.
Literally. The guy's in the States. He's a Cameroonian. He was on the board. I was like, you're on Upper Freeman.
Right.
I was like, what? He said, I'm just telling you that in a few days you hear something that will change your life forever. I was like, okay. So who is this? And I said, just wait, in 3 days you hear the news, you understand what I was talking about. I said, okay, cool. That was it.
See?
You understand now? 3-4 days later, I wake up that same kind time, so I see like 1 million missed calls, and then my phone was ringing. I pick it. Hello, you have been nominated for Afrima. I said, what's Afrima?
You didn't even know what it was.
They have been nominated for Afrima. I was like, no, are you kidding me? I said, okay. I went online. I saw the tag. I saw everything. Yeah. Then the social media presence and influence was not as big as it is right now.
No, it wasn't.
But I could feel the impact. Mm-hmm. I could feel the love coming from Mbere to Furawa to everywhere. I got videos of people in villages sitting together with their phones together like that, voting. You understand me now?
Wow.
Yes. You understand me? I mean, say, even if now, so I'm not sure that kind of physical calmness and you use now only social media buzz, do that kind of thing. I'm not sure. You understand me?
Right.
Yeah. It was dope. And then they told me promote it because I saw the people I was up against, Arielty, Linsha, all those people that were like popping since.
Like the big deals.
You understand? And then I was going up. Male category was Fali, Pupa, and some other big names too. Go. I said, okay, you know what? I'll do my best. I'll promote. I'll give back this love I'm getting because the guys were so excited. I could not be as excited. I could not.
Take the award.
I'm telling you that now. I just wanted to match the energy of my people because I saw how excited they were for the award. But I was not thinking that I'm going to go and win an award or anything. I was
they thought you pushed them, but they were indirectly pushing you.
You understand me? The response, they carry for hair like walk up. You understand what I mean now? I say, hey, that's what people love me. Let's promote this thing. You understand now? We'll start promoting back to back. Then for Shake Reach, we'll go. We'll go reach for that. Only the reception what I get for that was like, okay, hi, thanks.
This thing hit you by shock.
You understand?
You weren't expecting.
I don't know how to be shocked.
It was like this.
But it was like I was shocked.
You
understand?
Like, this is the girl that was hooked up in a room with 11 people.
This is happening. When I landed in Washington D.C. How do you call that airport?
Afrima was in Washington.
It was in Texas. But I landed in D.C. About 2 months before.
Okay.
Just to peak vibe. You understand? Mm-hmm. That I laughed for that look. I said, bro, my music just brought me to the States.
This is happening.
You understand? My music just brought me I entered the embassy. Nobody said, ask question. I said, my music just did this. It's happening. We got to the airport. We got to Texas on the eve of the award. It was crazy. The energy there was crazy. Two-Face and everybody. I was like, wow. The night of the award, I was not feeling myself because past when they were not there. My guys when they were not there. I was just by myself with Tibu. So, like 30 minutes before they announced my name, I just went outside. I was like, but I'm not going to win. I didn't. I would have taken the pictures. Dope, but we're good. So I just went outside. I just stood outside. I was like, master, my guys are supposed to be helping me, man. We don't suffer. Mm-hmm. What's this energy? With the plan, I said, they don't really put power for the travel thing. Person no care. You just do something. Yeah. So I went to this surface. So I just shit off for that. That's why they feel depressed. That I realized I said, tell me the thing go finish. I'll enter a big part. Tibu will come on, go side, go. We'll not even go after party. Mm-hmm. I said, they enter note, Martin, the fly, the come out, Martin, no. Mm-hmm. I said, everyone can carry me top up. I said, you won. Where the fuck were you? I was like, I won.
Take the award.
I was outside when they were calling me and I saw them saying. I was outside checking my problems.
When you are not inside waiting to hear if you were
I
to
was
go.
actually checking my problems. I was like, Master, I went to this. We don't super. I should not hear me one. I went to this. My guys are supposed to be here. I thought I entered. Martin can't shake me. So you won. Martin, Stanley, the follow me back. So you won. Fine, no, then they around. Then this is her. This is her. Is this her? Jubilation start. The Nubian girls, all that. Stanley said, take your award because I know be there. So they begin to mail my award after. So Stanley give me that. Is that award? Hold on, snap so. Now Stanley award. You just give me say, hey, snap, take a picture, you fucking won. That's what you jubilate, you know, it was crazy. But the after party, I was seeing that zone. I just feel bad again. I just feel lonely. I just feel double lonely. You understand?
And that was still the consent.
Yeah, you see that girl really dance for that Mady song, that lead girl.
Right.
I meet up here after. I just see after. I say, Mama, you get cigar. He say, I meet her, you find cigar. We just go to some place where they be some antique motor them.
Right.
The video then they enjoy for inside after party. We just run inside that motor them. We just check story what's in them. Come on, go in. I go this, they mail the award, no. Yeah.
And that was really.
It was more for my people. It was more for their love for me. It was more about that. You understand now, and how much I saw them looking forward to eat and everything. That's why I put in all that energy. Yeah.
And that came to us, like, I must confess, that was like a big deal for us, because again, this was not happening in the industry and we weren't seeing it coming anytime soon. And yes, this is Gasha. Everything is falling in place, you know, and the blogs just go wild a few months later on about your relationship with the Stephens. There were all kinds of speculations, I must say. There was like, Gasha left Stephens because she's no longer comfortable with the way they're running things. Some said she's been abusing drugs, so the Stephens dropped her. Speculations. This is typically Cameroon, what blogs will do. So there was all the speculations, and I don't think if this has really been ever cleared on any platform at all. Maybe.
Like I said, I've not really been talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.